around the Bay Area are keeping a close eye on the rivers and creeks. In San Jose, the Guadalupe River poses unique risks both to the unhoused and housed. That's where we find John Ramos.
Santa Clara County officials say this storm may not be as intense as some of the storms we've had this year, but it may be more long-lasting, and that could be a problem for people living near the rivers. Like a lot of people in the neighborhood, Jennifer S. keeps a close eye on the water level marks on the Alma Street Bridge over the Guadalupe River.
Usually when we have a large storm, it gets up to about 14. 17 feet is when we have to move out.
She had to evacuate her mother back in 1996, but since then it's only gotten close. Still, she took pictures of how swollen the river got 2 weeks ago in the last big storm.
It doesn't rain for days and days and we're okay, but if it rains for too long, then if it rains a long time, then the river rises too fast.
That's a concern of the county as well, especially because of all the recent rainfall.
The storm has already brought in a lot of rain from that February 4th storm. Soils are saturated.
The Guadalupe River gets runoff from the Santa Cruz Mountain watershed, and when the land can't absorb the water, the river can rise quickly as it runs through San Jose.
We're not expecting it to flood, but we, again, want to make sure that the public, is aware that this could potentially occur because of the saturation within the soils here in our county.
The riverbed is often a place for homeless people to gather, so the county has worked to evacuate them and opened warming centers during the storm. But with forecasts that Sunday's storm could last for several days, officials aren't taking any chances. The entire Bay Area is now included in a flood watch. But neighbor Jeannie Vadabancourt says over time she's learned to be calm about the dire predictions.
And it never reaches the projected, at least in all the years I've been watching it. As of yet, it hasn't reached the projected. You end up being more worried about what's coming than when it's actually happening. Even when it's at its worst, it doesn't seem that bad. So I think the worry is more the anticipation of what could happen.
But it's the things that could happen that officials must plan for.
When it does rain real hard, then we are concerned, yes.
And they're hoping that, like Jennifer, the message will be taken seriously.